Hello and welcome to the Quick Takes series. Quick Takes are a brief, informal commentary by sustainable and inclusive digital financial service experts on topical events and issues within the financial inclusion ecosystem. Enjoy.
Okay. I think that before we start looking at solutions, we need to dimension and dissect the issue and the problem. First of all, when we talk about informality, there's urban informality as well as rural informality, and the solutions will differ based on where we're looking at it from. So when we're looking at the trade your money and some of these programs, for example, the first thing is that we can't give to people we don't know. So this issue about having identity is critical. And I'll give you an example with identity. Before the regulation saying we had to tie our SIN numbers to our NIN identity numbers, the level of uptake was very poor. And then after that regulation, that announcement, the level of uptake has almost doubled in the last 6 months. So what does that tell us? That we as citizens as well need to respond better to government and government pronouncements rather than always being passive and not trusting the government in what they've asked us to do. So that's one of the issues. So we don't know everybody.
Right.
It's the people that come up that we know. So when we ask people, they'll come and register for something. There's such a distrust that people don't even want to put their names on any type of register, and they just sort of staying off the radar and staying off the grid. So how do we bring them on the grid? Because when we look at the programs like Trade Your Money, Market Money, etc., they were able to give some people access to monies. But then again, because it's government money, the responsible use of that money, the return of that money, ensuring that we can actually use it for what we said we're going to use it for, return it when we're going to return it, and also grow the business and grow the economy, because such funds are really about reinvestments and repeat business, right? So when you've done it well once, then you can go back again and continue getting more and more and more. But because sometimes it's government, we also have this impression that, because it's government, it's free. And we're not as responsible as we are if we were with private sector. Another thing we need to be mindful of is that Nigeria is a very large country. And when we're talking about doing these things, how do we do them at scale? How do we scale them up? Because it's all well and good to look at one little community. But when you think about 774 local governments,
Right.
What infrastructure do we have in 774 local governments to collect the information, to store the information, to validate all this information when people don't have the necessary identity?
Don't forget to share, follow, and subscribe for more insightful content.